Alright, everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today, actually, before this fanfic starts, I got a small announcement, Look at this, Hey! I can't believe it, I'm friends with Sunset Shimmer! Oh! That's all I wanted to do. How about we read the description? Applejack has been sick for 3 months, and Spike couldn't stand the sickness from his beloved farm pony. They decided to go to the doctor to see why Applejack is sick, and they get a surprise that she is pregnant with a baby dragon. Spike and Applejack's life will change. I know I didn't read it word for word, but I had to make sense of it somehow. Applejack is pregnant. Written by FelixDawn. Chapter 1. Spike is a teen purple dragon, over 100 centimeters tall and over 35 kilograms. He was in the room reading a book in silence until he started to hear vomiting sounds in the bathroom. Applejack? Are you alright? Spike asked as he walked to the bathroom. He opened the door and saw Applejack leaning over the toilet, vomiting in it. Applejack, you've been sick for 3 months. What's wrong? Asked Spike, coming into the bathroom and standing behind the farm pony and holding her shoulders. I'm not sure. Can you take me to the doctor? Applejack said, vomiting between words. Alright, let's go, Spike said, picking up Applejack from the ground and carrying her. Here's a bag, just in case you need to throw up in it. He gave her a brown bag. Thank you, said Applejack, grabbing the bag from Spike. Spike carried her and walked to the hospital. They arrive at the hospital. The teen purple dragon leaves the farm pony to a chair as he speaks to the nurse. They wait for a few minutes until they were called. They walk to the doctor room. Alright, tell me, what's wrong? Asked the stallion Dr. Table, handing Applejack a trash can, which she started throwing up in. Well, doctor, she keeps throwing up every few minutes and I don't know, I'm getting worried. What's wrong? Is it a virus that she caught? Spike asked, sitting on a chair while Applejack sat on the bed. You guys are lovers, right? Asked Dr. Table. Why does that matter? Applejack stopped vomiting. Yeah, what does that have to do with it? She asked. Dr. Table scratched his chin. Well, I do have one theory, said the Dr. Unicorn. Well, what is it, Doctor? Spike asked as he got up and held Applejack's hooves. Applejack could be pregnant, Dr. Table said. What? How is this possible? She's a pony and I'm a dragon? Spike said in shock. I mean, hey, look, as long as you are a male and she's a female, you two can have a baby, Dr. Table said. So, how many times did you two have a relationship on the bed? Asked Dr. Table. I think, 20 or 30 times, but that was 3 months ago, Spike said, still holding Applejack's hooves. Just to be sure, Applejack, here's a cup. I need you to pee in it and hand it back to me for research. To see if you're pregnant, Dr. Table said, handing Applejack an empty cup, and the farm pony went to the bathroom and came back minutes later with the cup filled up.
Thank you. I'll be right back,
Dr. Table said as he left the room. Spike sat down next to Applejack, who was leaning on his shoulder.
Applejack, if you are pregnant, what name would you like for the baby?
Asked Spike. Applejack sighed.
I don't know, but if it's a boy, I want to name it after you, Spike.
The farm mare said.
After me?
Asked Spike before giving Applejack a big hug.
That'd be great!
Applejack chuckled. After a few minutes, Dr. Table came back with a white paper with some words on it.
I have the results,
he said. Spike and Applejack looked to the doctor.
Applejack is pregnant, but we need to use the echo scan to see if it's twins or just one being born inside of her,
said Dr. Table. They got up and followed the doctor to the room and saw a machine and a nurse waiting there.
Miss Applejack, now lay down and nurse will put this on your stomach,
said Dr. Table, which the farm pony did, and the nurse put a device on Applejack's stomach.
Well, I see one head. That means you only... Yeah, you're only gonna have one baby,
Dr. Table said. Spike and Applejack stared at the picture and watched the baby beginning to form inside of the farm mare.
When will I give birth?
Asked Applejack.
Well, you're 3 months late to realize that you're pregnant, so, could be 6 months from today,
said Dr. Table.
So, is it a boy or a girl?
Spike asked.
We do not know yet until it's born,
Dr. Table responded.
But I can see it is a baby dragon.
Dear God!
Spike's eyes widened.
A baby dragon? I'm so happy!
He hugged Applejack.
Spike, stop hugging me so hard. You're gonna hurt the baby.
Applejack yelled.
Thank you, doctor,
said Applejack, getting down off of the bed.
Dear God.
Getting down off of the bed. They both leave the hospital and walk to Sweet Apple Acres. Spike and Applejack went back home and walked to the room. Applejack laid down to the bed, followed by Spike.
Applejack? Applejack, are you happy? We're gonna have a baby!
Asked Spike, rubbing the farm mare's stomach.
I'm so happy that we're gonna have a baby, Spike.
Dear God.
Applejack responded, putting her hoofs on Spike's hands and helped him to rub her stomach.
You gonna tell Twilight about the news? That her little dragon brother is gonna be a father?
Oh shit, Applejack said that, dear God.
Are you gonna tell Twilight about the news? That her little dragon brother is gonna be a father?
Asked Applejack.
Yeah, she's gonna be an aunt,
responded Spike.
Let's do some baby shopping,
Applejack said.
Now?
Spike asked, turning around to face Applejack.
Yes, now. We need a lot of stuff for the baby, and we could paint the room and get the bed,
said Applejack. They both got off of the bed and went into the Pony Village store.
Dear God, is it me? I'm fucking dying in here. It's hot. I'm sweating. How many things did you get for the baby?
Applejack asked, looking at the cart that was full of baby stuff.
Well, I got a car chair, stroller, and some other stuff,
Spike said, giving Applejack a kiss on the lips and rubbing her stomach again. Applejack went off and Spike smiled while seeing her picking up some baby clothes. Applejack found some baby toys, baby pacifiers, and some other stuff. She went back to Spike and saw him speaking to Rarity.
Oh, Spike, why are you in a baby store? Hey, Spike.
Hold on. I gotta.
Oh, darling. Hey, Spike, why are you in a baby store?
Rarity asked to Spike, looking at the baby clothes in a cart next to him.
I'm gonna be a father,
Spike said.
You going to be a father?
Asked Rarity.
Yeah, I got Applejack pregnant, and I'm happy that I'm gonna be a father,
Spike said, turning around and picking up some more baby items and put them in the cart.
Dear God.
Rarity's eyes widened and she jumped in happiness.
Oh, I'm so happy for you, dear. I hope to see your baby soon. Dear God.
Spike rubbed the back of his head.
Well, see you later.
Oh, shit. Oh, Rarity said that.
Well, see you later, darling. I need to tell this to the others.
With that, Rarity left the store. Applejack walked back to Spike.
Well, ready for Twilight?
Spike nodded and getting on his knees and kissed Applejack's stomach.
Dear God.
Applejack chuckled and rolled her eyes.
Spike, not here.
She said as Spike got up. They paid the stuff and went to Sweet Apple Acres and left the baby stuff in the room and went to the library. Oh man, I don't know if I said that right, but I'm keeping that Scheisenbergs. They arrived at the library's front door. Taking a deep breath, Spike knocked at the door. Applejack nuzzled the dragon arm to calm him down and encourage him. Did I say that?
Coming!
A voice called from inside, causing Spike to gulp. Scheisenbergs. The door opened to a purple unicorn with a smile on her face.
Oh, hello, Spike. And you too, Applejack. You come to visit me?
Twilight said.
Hey, Twilight. Yes. Actually, we're here to talk to you.
Wait, Spike's voice sounded firm. I did not. But his body was slightly shaking due to his uneasiness. Spike tilted his head.
Talk? Well, sure. What do you want to talk about?
Can we go inside and talk? Applejack said.
Yeah, sure.
Twilight moved aside so the farm mare and the dragon could enter. Once inside, Spike looked towards the purple unicorn and tried to think of how he could word what he wanted to say without making it so they both would feel weird. Twilight Sparkle looked at Spike and Applejack.
Is something wrong?
Applejack snapped Spike out of his trance.
What? No, nothing like that. I just wanted to talk to you.
Okay. About what?
Twilight said.
I got some news for you,
Spike said.
What's the news?
Twilight asked. Spike took a big breath.
Dear God! You're gonna be an aunt!
I'm gonna have a niece or a nephew? Oh my God!
Twilight asked as she was about to cry.
We don't know yet, but we know that it is a baby dragon.
Holy Scheisenbergs! Did you get Applejack pregnant?
Asked Twilight.
Yes, I've been sick for 3 months, but it turned out that I was pregnant. Aren't you happy, Twi?
Applejack said. Twilight walked to Spike and Applejack and hugged them.
I'm so proud of you too. Mom and Dad will also be proud. Now the family will continue to grow.
Yeah, we even bought some baby stuff for the baby,
Spike said. Hours later, Spike and Applejack returned to Sweet Apple Acres and went inside the house. Spike sat down on the couch and Applejack sat down next to him. Applejack leaned on Spike's shoulder while the dragon's hands were over her stomach.
Well, it seems that you stopped vomiting,
said Spike. Yep, Applejack said, rubbing her stomach. Then the doorbell rang.
Scheisenbergs. I'll get it. Just sit down, Applejack.
Spike walked to the door and opened it. There in the doorway stood Rarity, Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, and Fluttershy.
Congratulations, Spike and Applejack!
Pinkie Pie said as she appeared from out of nowhere with party-throwing stuff.
Where's Applejack? Where's Applejack? Oh, Fluttershy. Yeah, I'm Fluttershy, bitch. Fuck you. Where's Applejack?
Asked Fluttershy as she hugged Spike.
I'm here,
Applejack said, getting up from the couch and making her way to her friends.
Congratulations, Applejack. I'm so happy for you.
Fluttershy said, giving Applejack a hug. I think I can feel the baby starting to kick a little, Applejack said, holding her stomach.
Oh my god, another Pinkie Pie line! Dear God! Let me feel it, please!
Pinkie Pie said, jumping in happiness. I'm hungry for something yummy, Applejack said, going into the kitchen and opening the fridge.
Finally, here we go. The cream of the crop! So, how many months was before you two realized it?
Asked Rainbow Dash.
Well, we went to the doctor's today and he said Applejack was 3 months late to know. So, we have 6 months.
Spike responded to Rainbow Dash. Dear God, Applejack was getting stuff from the fridge.
Let's see, oh, I want pineapples dipped in chocolate,
she said, getting her food out.
What will be the name of the baby? And is it going to be a boy or a girl?
That was a horrible Fluttershy, asked Fluttershy.
We don't know, but but we do know it's gonna be a baby dragon, though,
said Spike.
Pineapples dipped in chocolate,
said Applejack, dipping the pineapple in chocolate.
Food cravings, one of the symptoms of being pregnant,
Rarity said.
Well, I gotta go, guys. I'll see you in 6 months. Bye,
said Rainbow Dash, leaving the house with Fluttershy on her side.
I need to go too. Bye. Bye.
Rarity walked to the farmhouse door with Pinkie Pie, and they both waved to the dragon and farm mare couple a goodbye.
Bye, girls,
said Applejack, coming out of the kitchen with a chocolate-dipped pineapple in her mouth and waved to her friends. Spike and Applejack walked to the room and laid down on the bed.
So, oh God. So, does Big Mac and Apple Bloom know about the baby?
Spike asked the farm pony of his life.
Nope, I'll tell them tomorrow.
Let's just sleep, and closed her eyes. Spike looked to the ceiling and closed his eyes too, and fell asleep. The end. Dear God, there's a second chapter, but you know, I'm gonna drop that later, yeah.
Dear Luna! Oh! Whoa! I wanted to see what happens with Big Mac. Like, I want to see that gotta be where the comedy kicks in. Like, cause like this was just like I thought the story was gonna start off like, you know, like some clop. You know, I was expecting some clop. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, Applejack is already pregnant in this. I wonder what the next chapter is gonna have. The next chapter is gonna have Big Mac, Apple Bloom. I don't know. Scheisenbergs. Hey, spear that like button.